What is up, gamers? It's time for episode number 18 of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. In the last episode, we played game, and in this episode, we're going to keep playing game. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I had the walkthrough up. I used it for like one thing, and then I realized, let me fix my fan, hold on. Oh, there we go. About to be hot as shit. I don't want to walk through. I want to figure this shit out myself. It's going to take longer, and I'm not going to edit it, so eat shit. Two things I want to mention. Number one, when I do this guy's voice, it's way too loud and breathy. It's just too much. So I'm gonna go back here, and hopefully that should fix the problem. I hope. And then number two is I need to enunciate these British voices because I watch my videos in the car. When I am driving to lunch, when I'm eating my lunch, etc. on my lunch break, at work, and I listen more than I watch, and I cannot understand a goddamn thing that I'm saying, so I'm gonna do my best to enunciate. Also, a lot of these voices are gonna be the same fucking thing, I'm sorry.
Well, it would seem
Hello?
I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Fuck. Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused.
And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel.
Oh shit.
Still, maybe it's all for the best.
Wait a minute. Let's think about this a little more.
I don't stand for nonsense.
Oh, we're cooked. Oh, we're cooked. That's it. That was the last one, right? That was it. The last juror's decision. Just pull out my handy-dandy notebook here. Damn.
According to this encyclopedia of British law, when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. But that's what it says here.
The final verdict, it's over then.
Oh,
I like that little... she does.
and there's a footnote, though.
A footnote?
However, the defense... All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement in this case.
Oh shit, we're cooked. I didn't get to hear the footnote, we're cooked. Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections.
Are we gonna object? Miss Susato, just tell me one thing.
Oh, yes?
You were in the middle of saying something before. The footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law? However, the defense? What did it say next?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment. And when all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. And the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation and evidence. Summation examination of the jurors at this point.
Summation? Examination? Objection! A summation examination. From which century is that tome you that have there been resurrected? Judging from the binding, I'd say that book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck.
Oh.
Well, hold on a minute. What even is it, Miss Susato? This so-called summation examination.
Oh, one moment and I'll read about it.
They're really just letting us do this shit. They don't give a fuck, do they? You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails. Typical Nipponese.
Alright, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we'd be able to appeal to the members of the jury.
To do what exactly?
Appeal to them to change their leading and reverse their decisions. And it says here that, if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed.
Make them reverse their decisions.
Yes, some time's gone by, blah, barristers would use a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision, but that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so rather it fell out of use. I wonder why.
Because it was devoid of purpose. Oh, changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age.
Still, Ryunosuke doesn't exactly have any self-respect. I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting, although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
What do I think? What do I think? A summation examination. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out or admit defeat? Yeah, assert our right. I got rights, damn it! The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
Objection!
Objection! London's the capital city of the most powerful nation on earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain banned. Objection! But if it's alright, and I believe it could prove vital in this trial.
The defense's petition is perfectly valid. The court will proceed with a summation examination.
This is madness.
Foreman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
I'm not. There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see.
All the members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they've reached their decision.
On what grounds?
You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
This is mostly like irregular. No mention was made of this before. I don't really hold with all this justifying lot.
It seems to have thrown the jurors off.
It seems none of them have experienced this before.
Alright then, the summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around.
So be it then, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you to state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this most serious crime.
Judicial findings. The jurors' contentions.
There was no one else inside the carriage at the time, so it has to have been him.
I trust the driver. He has an excellent memory. It seems, 4 passengers with fares totaling 20 pence.
He's stuck to chap next to him, just like this. Brazen, I say.
Absolutely brazen. I've simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
You can also guild, a fast fares our motto. We haven't raised the prices above 4 pence for years.
This scoundrel stabbing that poor man on the floor. It beggars belief.
And they're gonna let me... Cause nobody got stabbed on the floor. I wish I could have pressed that before all this bullshit. I know they want to like do this shit, but that's what I was trying to do last episode, was I was trying to say it didn't happen on the floor, and he only got stabbed once, so he couldn't have like heard the stabbing, gotten up, whipped around, and then saw it. It's a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean? It don't make sense.
Some of the jurors don't seem to have wonderfully formed arguments, though, do they?
Well, let's see what we can do. We need to get these 6 people to change their minds. I'll have to throw everything I can at them and use some very persuasive language.
Just a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. According to my book, that's not quite how it works.
Oh?
I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy...
I thought I was going to have to thaw their icy minds with some heartwarming rhetoric about the defendant.
Unfortunately, once the jurors have decided the defendant is guilty, they're unlikely to heed anything the defense says.
But then...
They've reached their conclusions by their own reasoning, you see. Their pleas will sound like excuses. In fact, it could recoil on you. And the more you try to persuade them, the more entrenched they may become.
Then what on earth am I supposed to do?
Oh dear, I'm just citing what I've read about British law, Mr. Naruhodo.
Right, I'm sorry. Do you have any idea how to make this work then?
Well, from what I can understand, the key to this procedure is using the jurors' own words to make your arguments.
What do you mean? Well,
Well, the 6 members of the jury are randomly selected members of the public. They may appear to present a united front, but the truth is, they're complete strangers who just happen to find themselves here in the courtroom together.
And that's the way to break them down, you mean?
Yes, exactly. We must listen very carefully and see if we can identify any contradictory statements. If we can, we then contrast their statements and pit the corresponding jurors against each other.
I see, so it's contradictions. Find the contradictions! Uncover the truth! That's the power of Home Depot! In a way then, this is similar to a regular cross-examination.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right.
Find contradictions in their statement and pit the jurors against one another to break them down. Man, I might be able to pull this off. No, that's not right. I have to pull this off!
Can we start proceedings, counsel? I'd ask you to take the stand for this. I'm expecting a clear and concise rebuttal.
Yes, my lord. Alright, here we go. Jerk examination. Alright, there. The defense's rebuttal.
There was no one else who saw the carriage at the time. It had to have been him.
Hold it! Certainly, the testimonies of first just the victim and Mr. McGilded were alone inside the carriage.
Precisely my point.
But, could there have been some other explanation? Something we haven't considered yet?
Such as...
Perhaps there's something we could work out together now.
Now listen here. Maybe you don't know how things work around here because you're from foreign climes. But we're here to form our opinions as individuals. And I have.
Oh dear, he doesn't appear to be in the mood to consider an alternative point of view, does he?
I'm gonna have to pit the jurors against one another like Susanna said. Finding contradictions is the only way I'm gonna succeed. Okay, so let me skip to the end here. Let me skip to the end here. Also, can I wanna look at something. Hold on. I just wanna check something. If it'll let me. It will not let me, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, hold on. I want to pit... Wait, can I go back? Because if I have to pit them against each other... Stab the man on the floor. It was the driver I had a problem with, so hold on. Can I pit her against juror number 2?
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
As a former jury, I refuse to accept this outlandish interjection. There's no contradiction here, you young stripling. None whatsoever.
Was I wrong? Alright, hold on. Hold on. Let me... I don't want to die, so hold on. Let me save the game, and I can reload. I should have saved first, but I wasn't thinking. Because I think... So his doesn't mean anything. And then hers is too generic. And then, yeah, that's just right. Can I pit her against her?
Objection! Hold it!
Alright, hold on. Because I know that's it. I can't look at the walkthrough, to be honest with you, bro. I can't look at the walkthrough. I mean, can I press her? I'm not reading this, so I'm thinking. Nobody else really contradicts each other. What's Susato saying? I was just explaining it. He's just explaining it. Oh! I'm an idiot, bro. Wait. Who said it? He said the chap next to him.
Objection.
Yeah! Those two statements are completely contradictory.
What? Explain, Counsel. Proceed.
How dare I may? I was only knitting a jumper for my other half.
What all is claptrap? What does contradictory even mean, I ask you?
We heard from more than one witness that they allegedly saw the actual moment when the defendant stabbed the victim. Out of curiosity, juror number 3,
What? Can't you see I'm busy here?
how would you say the defendant stabbed the victim? What sort of motion was it?
Ha! Want to test me, do ya? It was like this. Stuck the fella next to him without even getting up. Just like the prim banker said. Yes, that was Mr. Fairplay's testimony, quite true.
Now then, juror number 6,
Is that me, is it? Now what can I do for you, young man?
how would you say the defendant stabbed the victim, madam?
Oh, well, as far as I understand it, it was like this. He stabbed a poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor. The coachman said so.
Now don't move! Take a look at these two jurors. He stuck the fella next to him without even getting up. And he stabbed the poor man after he'd collapsed on the floor.
Well, I never. They're stabbing in totally different directions.
What?
It's my stitches. What a muddle.
What this tells us is that there's a strong possibility one of the witnesses isn't telling the truth. And it's got to be the driver who said that it was only them in the car. The driver has to be lying. Because that would explain it.
But why? What the dickens would they lie?
I don't know that yet. But what I do know is that the trial ends at this point. We may never find out. We may never know the real truth. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, can you really let that happen in all good conscience?
Lies, you say? Oh, dearie me. I can't abide people telling lies.
Yeah, that's right, Granny. Yeah. Yeah, switch it back.
The scales.
I don't believe it.
Yo, look at him stand up.
Hold it. Right. Now hear this, my fellow jurors. I warn you, you cannot look into this man. Look at him in his black suit. He's clearly some sort of devious Eastern sorcerer using magic on all us.
If I could use magic, do you really think I'd be putting myself through all this?
Answer me this, Dark Jinx.
Alright, I don't think I can say that. Me?
What exactly is the problem? What of it if two witnesses have slightly different recollections of events?
What of it?
Let's say the Shylock did stab the victim as they were sat next to him on the omnibus, and this young dandy saw him do it. And now let's say the victim collapsed on the floor, and then the Shylock stabbed him again, and this old lady saw him do it. Well, what's to say it didn't happen like that, How are you calling a dandy, sir? Why, I should take this knife to you.
Oh, you're kind old. Why, I should take this needle to you.
Oh, they're ready to kill each other now. Yo, pull up the court record. Could the foreman of the jury be right? Did the two witnesses see different moments? It's out of the question. It's out of the question. It was one single fucking stab. And I have evidence to prove that. Unfortunately, Mr. Foreman.
What is it, you Dark Jinx? Come out with it.
What you're suggesting is impossible. It's out of the question.
What are you talking about, man? How can you possibly say that? You do realise I'm only doing my job. As foreman of the jury, I have a responsibility to steer everyone in the right direction.
Look at his face.
So where's your evidence, man? That's what we want to see. I say the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime. If you say that's out of the question, show me some proof.
Looks like the only way I'm gonna convince him is to present him with something he can't dismiss. Some irrefutable hard evidence. As you wish.
What?
I'll give you the proof. It's out of the question the two witnesses saw two different moments of the same crime, as proven by the autopsy report.
Take that!
Take that! This is the victim's autopsy report. According to what's written here, Mr. Mason was stabbed in the abdomen only once.
Only once?
It's quite simple. The victim was stabbed precisely one time, which means these witnesses can't possibly have seen it happen two different times.
Alright, I concede defeat.
Yeah. Tip it back, motherfucker.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo, you did it! If we can manage to change two more jurors' minds, we can force the trial to continue.
Two more? Actually, there's something else that's bothering me about a couple of their assertions.
Then that's where you must strike next.
So you need to pit two more jurors against each other and show there's another contradiction in their assertions?
Exactly. You can do it. Well, the scales of justice have shifted, but they still weigh heavy on the side of guilt. Counsel, you have the floor again. Continue with your summation examination.
Yeah, this whole jury thing is hard.
I'm no lover of the rich, but I despise liars even more. Innocence is my call, for now at least. I've simply typed and collated all the statements made thus far and drawn the logical conclusion.
You can trust the guild. Fast has our motto. We haven't raised a...
4 passengers. 20 pence. Prices have to be above 4 pence. If there were only 5... Wait! Wait! Pit, 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 pit against him, pit against him, pit against him, pit against him, pit against him. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Bullshit! Bullshit! No, I'm actually taking the hit for that, because that's some horseshit. And I didn't save, and I don't want to do that again. No, that, wait, no, that was so big-brained. That was so big-brained. No, I had to have just picked the wrong thing. Because that was so fucking big-brained. Wait. No, that was so... Who else said shit? Yeah. It was you, okay. You have it exactly, yeah. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Yo, that was actually the smart... I'm so glad I didn't do a walkthrough for this shit just to make it faster. That was... I'm so proud of myself for that one. Oh my god.
Lady, explain yourself, counsel. Me? Dear, what have I said?
I swear in the civil place's maiden name, I haven't the first idea what you're talking about.
According to the group testimony we've heard so far, there were 4 passengers on the omnibus the night in question. Give me a second here. What the fuck am I about to look up? And according to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares. I'm gonna say it, the maid's a bad bitch. I think she's cute. According to the coachman, Mr. Beppo, he took 20 pence in fares.
Quite right, I have those precise details typed neatly here in front of me.
And juror number 5 also told us the following. The fare for the omnibus is always 4 pence.
There it is, a fair and convenient single price. Just the way London's carriages should be operated.
But that doesn't add up at all. In fact, it leaves a glaring discrepancy in the facts.
Why, man, why?
4 passengers paying 4 pence each. If you do the multiplication...
Oh, it would be 16 pence.
Exactly. As I said, it doesn't add up. The figures are different. By 4 pence, in fact. Or precisely 1 person's fare.
1 person's fare?
Yes! In other words, on the omnibus that night, it's distinctly possible that there was another passenger we've heard nothing about!
Good gracious!
Gosh, he's just so unbothered by this whole thing. Ugh!
Let me stop. I can't do this whole trial.
This can't be right. The coachman of the guild are good, honest men, one and all. And trustworthiness is our watchword.
The figures a coachman claims most certainly do not add up. Your watchword, good sir, is a fallacy!
I beg your pardon!
He mad. Mr. Guildmaster, I think you ought to consider that if this trial were to end now, the news would surely spread all over London. The news that one of your coachmen tried to hide the fact that he let nefarious characters ride his omnibus.
Alright then, how do I make it so this miserable trial doesn't end? Hmm?
Well, according to my book here, you simply launch a ball of fire onto the innocent side of the set scales. Or the set of scales.
Now hold your horses there, coachman! We were all in agreement. Wait till I get my hands on you, Beppo!
Oh my fucking god. No, he's cooked. He's done. No, he's gonna fucking eat him alive.
This is all very irritating.
Begging your pardon, sir, I'm going to do the same.
Yeah, alright. There we go. There we go. What is that, 42?
Hello, Mike. Not you as well.
Wait, what did she say?
A penny can make the difference between a smile and a tear, after all.
I don't know what that means.
I certainly can't put my trust in someone who doesn't follow my exacting standards in financial matters.
Oh, really?
I, for one, think it's only proper that we hear from the witnesses again.
Wait, that means 4 jurors are now leading to not guilty.
We've done it, Mr. Naruhodo! We've won!
Why are you playing at, you dandy fool? Shut your trap, sir! No one deceives me!
But we had a consensus.
I said shut your trap! I know a liar when I see one, and if the chap ever dares to cross the threshold of my shop, I'll take this razor-sharp blade and shave every last hair off his head!
Please tell me he's a barber. I think he is. I think we're good.
Well, in a quite remarkable turn of events, the defence's summation examination has flipped the balance of the scales of justice. The jurors now stand at 2 for guilty and 4 for not guilty. Accordingly, there's no longer a large enough majority along the jury for me to adjudicate, and the trial must continue.
Yo, that's actually crazy.
I hereby ask the defense, prosecution, and witnesses to return to their places, and I call upon all of you to continue to pursue the truth.
Yo, that was crazy. You know what, though? We got all the shit I was worried about out there. Got this shit figured out. I'm ready.
So, Lord Van Zeeks, continue to substantiate the case for the prosecution, if you please.
Yeah, go ahead and pour some more alcohol, bitch, you dumb fuck, stupid head. Dummy. Yeah, aerate that shit. You gonna need it. You gonna need it, bitch. Motherfucker, hate you. Oh!
Having savored the rich aroma of the carmine contents of this hallowed chalice, it may seem crass to crush it to dust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
Lord Van Zeeks!
Is it cold in here, or is it just me?
As your antiquated tome no doubt says, the prosecution may not speak during a summation examination. So I have honored a deadly silence and listened to the charade. It seems I overestimated the intelligence of the jury.
That's crazy. You cannot just call them stupid. I called you stupid because you're dumb.
Well, no matter. There is nothing so hard to prove as a self-evident truth, it would seem. No, and why else would we grace the courtroom with our presence after all? So, let us proceed to the next round of battle. Bring forth the witnesses once more.
Yeah, what's up, lady first?
Witnesses, I trust you heard the summation examination we have just had to endure.
Yes, sir. I did, sir.
Of course I heard it.
Oh, yes, sir. I've heard it.
Yes, sir, on the end. The coachman. I believe it's Beppo.
Yes, sir, my lord. Yes, sir.
If it transpires that in your previous testimony you were attempting to veil the presence of a fifth passenger in your omnibus, you will be found guilty of perjury. You are advised to bear that in mind, sir.
Yo, are we actually getting a real live, perjury conviction? Did they really add perjury to the game?
Oh, meal deal.
Yo, is he Spanish?
Now then, witnesses, I hereby call on you to testify before the court again. You'll explain the various misgivings brought to our attention by the defense's summation examination.
Yo, please get this guy on perjury, bro. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm Andy Ebisker. I'm gonna save the game. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. But for now, peace out. Bye bye.